Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have an intriguing topic for discussion. The Kesavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala case. This case holds immense significance in the constitutional history of India. The Kesavananda Bharati case, also known as the Fundamental Rights case, was a landmark judgment delivered by the Supreme Court of India on 24 April 1973. This case revolved around the interpretation of the power of Parliament to amend the Constitution, specifically with regards to the limitations on that power. The background of this case can be traced back to 1970, when the Kerala government sought to implement land reforms through the Kerala Land Reforms Act, 1963. The petitioner, Swami Kesavananda Bharati, the head of a religious institution in Kerala, challenged the constitutional validity of various provisions of the Act, claiming that it violated the fundamental rights guaranteed under the Indian Constitution. The crux of the case hinged on the interpretation of Article 368 of the Indian Constitution, which deals with the power of Parliament to amend the Constitution. The question before the court was whether Parliament's amending power was absolute, or if there were certain basic features of the Constitution that could not be amended. The Supreme Court, constituted by a bench of 13 judges, heard the case over a span of 6 months, making it the largest ever constitution bench in Indian history. The arguments put forth by both sides were extensive and varied, covering topics such as the basic structure of the Constitution, the amending power of Parliament, and the limitations on that power. Ultimately, the Supreme Court, in a landmark judgment, held that while Parliament had the power to amend the Constitution, it did not have the power to destroy or abrogate its basic structure. The court identified certain fundamental rights, principles, and features that formed the bedrock of the Constitution and declared them as part of its basic structure. These included the supremacy of the Constitution, rule of law, the democratic system, the separation of powers, federalism, and the protection of fundamental rights and more. The judgment in the Kesavananda Bharati case had far-reaching implications, as it established the concept of the basic structure doctrine, which acts as a check on the amending power of Parliament. This doctrine protects the core principles and values enshrined in the Constitution from arbitrary changes by the legislative body. Over the years, the Kesavananda Bharati case has been cited in numerous subsequent cases, shaping the constitutional landscape of India. It has acted as a safeguard for the protection of individual rights and has ensured the supremacy of the Constitution over the transient political ideologies of the day. And that brings us to the end of our discussion on the Kesavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala case. We hope this overview has given you a deeper understanding of this significant legal milestone in India's constitutional history. Subscribe to our channel for more engaging content.